If you're managing a remote team and don't have clear visibility, you're not leading, you're guessing. In this video, I break down how we use Time Doctor inside our company, and by the end, you'll have an understanding if it makes sense for you to explore. And if you don't know who I am, my name is izaiahbarba, and I built a $1 million wholesale real estate company, and I'm sharing the tools that we use that helped us grow our business. Let's dive into it. So one of the tools that we use is Time Doctor, and this is a great way to gain visibility on what your teammates and employees are doing. And so here's an account that I'm actually using in my business, so some of the things may be blurred out. Let's dive into it. So there's two main things that I look at. There's a lot of other things that you can see, but there's two main things that I'm looking at when they are in this system and I'm managing them in real time. So say, for example, I want to see what they've done in the past week. I'm going to go to this dashboard section, and I'm going to say user. Now I'm going to go to the date range that I want to see. So let's just say the 2nd to the 8th. Let's see how long they worked. So it looks like, and this person's part-time, so this lines up 16 hours a week. Amazing. And then you could see for each day how much time they clocked in. Maybe they worked longer, but I am paying based off of Time Doctor and making sure that they are clocking in accordingly. And so you could see here what they worked 3 hours on March 6th, and then I can actually see what that consisted of. And so you can break this out, and I'll get into this later, of the activities that they can do. But you can see, okay, 18 minutes on YouTube, 30 minutes on other work, and you can see where their time is going. And why this matters is a way to see if somebody has the bandwidth. I've had sometimes employees come to me and say, hey, I don't have the bandwidth to do a certain thing. You can actually see where their time is going. And furthermore, you can see through screencasts. So you'd go to the screencast here. So this is the second thing that I look at. And I would go to the date range for whatever range you want to see. And then now you can see what's going on their screens. And this is only showing when they are clocked in. And so this is really cool where you can click in. Let's just click in for here, for example. And you can see what's going on in this screenshot. So it looks like she's ordering a gift card. Then she has two screens here, so that's why it's showing two screens. There's a keyboard, mouse activity, and this green shows that, hey, her mouse was moving a lot, or his mouse was moving a lot. Keyboard, same idea. And so that is what that looks like. And so this is very beneficial on being able to see what's going on their screen. And I'm not micromanaging them where I'm like, hey, you need to be doing these certain things, but this is just a great way for visibility of like, hey, if you see them working on YouTube for 3 hours and that's not a task that they should be doing, then you can easily have that conversation with them. So those are two things I look at. I'm looking at, hey, their hours, and I'm also looking at what are they doing within those hours. And so let's actually add a user and show you guys what that looks like. So go to user here, and we're going to add one. So I'm actually going to go to settings section and go to users. I'm going to say add user. And so you type their email in, you can make them a regular user, and there's more information on this that we could dive into of the different access levels. So owner is full access. I usually just do regular users where they track their work. Eventually you could build up, if you don't have this already, where they could be a manager, where they're using Time Doctor to help manage other users. So there's different access levels that you can give. And then there are screencasts and if they can edit their time. And then the different projects. So going back to settings to the user section. Right now I can, for this certain person, I can make it so it's screencast, what I just showed. Every 30 minutes I can make it less, every 3 minutes, 9 minutes, whatever works best for what you're looking to do. And then there's also blurring the screenshots for privacy if you want them to be able to edit their time. Timeout after is if they're not using their computer or moving their mouse or keyboard, then Time Doctor will automatically stop. So you can say this after 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever works best for you. And so there is that. And now let's dive into the project and tax settings. So you can add a project, and this is really cool, where you can add all the tasks that they should be doing. And in this case, this is just all executive assistant tasks. And you can add a task, and then when they are on their end saying and starting Time Doctor, they can say that they are doing this certain task, and then as a manager, you can see where the time is going. So that's very powerful because if you, for example, going back to the reports section, and there's actually there's a lot of stuff that you can do with the report section, but I'm not going to dive into it. I'm just going to do a very high level of how I use Time Doctor. But you go here back to this section, and you can see, let's just say back to the 2nd to the 8th, you can see what's going on. I was tracked, but you can see the top projects, and say you wanted them to be really focusing on social media. Now you can have a conversation of like, hey, really focus on social media, and because you could see their time was allocated towards different activities. So that is the power of Time Doctor. Another platform that we use that is very helpful is Slack, and specifically I'm going to dive into Flamingo. And so Flamingo is an add-on in Slack, and it will go on the bottom left here, and a lot of this stuff will be blurred out because a lot of this is personal information. But Flamingo, though, the power of it is that you can manage PTO, and when team members are gone or their availability or their schedule, you can all see it all in one spot. And if you're using Slack, it's a great add-on that you should leverage. And so how Flamingo works is you can add a leave, and and the main power of it when you add a leave through Slack of, hey, this person has a leave between X date and X date, whatever they request, and then you can easily just approve it or not approve it. So here are some users that we have, and let's just go for myself. And so I can adjust this if I would like, but here are all different paid time off, sick, if you're gonna pay them on sick days, holiday, other, and then if they have requests, you can see all the requests that you've done in the past. Activities, same idea. Leave policy, and you could adjust this for whatever your company does. And then here in the settings section, you can adjust what a work week is and define different roles. So Flamingo is a great way to manage availability for your teammates or employees. So what it would actually look like is I would go to Flamingo on the bottom left here, and I would just say add a leave. And you'd say your user, you'd say from today to today, or let's just do the 18th. You can make it, let's just say it's a holiday or other unpaid, paid time off, sick, and you can add different items here, wherever the notes are, and you can make this automatically approve. I have the access because I am a manager access out of Flamingo, and you would just click submit, and when you submit it, I'm gonna say test, they'll go to a certain channel, and then all of your managers or just yourself, they can approve it. So here you can see that I requested it, and I can review it. You can see that the amount that I have available left, and then you could click approve. So this is a great way to manage people's availabilities on your team. So that is Flamingo. That is an add-on in Slack. And lastly, this is a quick little bonus, is Birthday Bot. So Birthday Bot is an easy way to never miss your teammates' birthdays, and it shows that personalization, and it does the tracking for you. So Birthday Bot, this is free, and Flamingo is also, actually Flamingo may be paid, and I can add in what that consists of when it comes to the pricing and what that looks like. But regarding Birthday Bot, the benefit of Birthday Bot is you can easily track people's birthdays. So let's go to, there's that. So right now we made it so it's posting a certain Slack channel, and you can add birthdays for certain people. So this will all be blurred out, but you can see people's birthdays, and you can mention what it is. Also, you can do work anniversaries, so any like special occasion, and then it will post it in that Slack channel automatically. And so I can see all the birthdays here, and let's go to channel settings though, and this is how this would work. I go to more settings. You can disable all these certain things, add birthdays, upcoming celebrations. You can see who's coming up, and you could easily send them a gift card as well. You can add them anniversaries, and you can make it so they get notified to add their birthday themselves. But what does this actually look like? If I go to personal settings, so your reminder, configure reminders. You can make it so it's on the same day, a week before. whatever Slack channel, somebody to always get reminded the different times. So this is just a small add-on that I highly recommend exploring a way to be more personalized with your team. So this video shows you where your team's time is going, but if you do not have a system for what they should be working on, this video alone will not fix that problem. So I'll break that down in the next video. Hope to see you there.